There he is, checking us out and crawling and climbing in the air above 34th Street is Peter Parker, better known as your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. We marvel at the sight of this 78-foot-long depiction of New York's own superhero presented by Marvel Entertainment.
This web slinger is one of Marvel's flagship characters and most popular heroes. His timeless motto of, "With great power comes great responsibility," has been quoted by people around the world, even our president.
Spider-Man helped Marvel Entertainment celebrate its 70th anniversary this year and looks forward to many more, swinging his way through new adventures in comic books and digital comics.
When you are short, green, and handsome, it is not that easy being seen. But when you're a 515-pound balloon, it is impossible to miss the world's most famous amphibian. The Muppet Studios presents the King of Green himself, the one and only Kermit the Frog.
You know, Meredith, since starting his career in 1955, Kermit has leaped to fame all around the world, hopping into the hearts of young and old alike. You can catch Kermit and the rest of the Muppets in a star-studded holiday special. It airs on NBC this December 4th and 19th at 8 p.m. It's called A Muppets Christmas, Letters to Santa.
Here's something you don't see every day, a 40-foot-tall Energizer bunny. This battery-powered drumming machine is the well-known mascot for Energizer, the company that has been powering our lives for more than 100 years.
And flip-flops in November, no less. He's one tough bunny, sending the positively charged message of keep going. The Energizer Bunny has come to symbolize perseverance and persistence. We're lucky to have him energizing 34th Street today as a one-bunny drum corps. Even after the parade, Meredith, ends, we're sure the Energizer Bunny will keep the beat going and going and going.
And going as the big bunny powers itself down 34th Street. He moves past the original destination point of the parade, the main doors of Macy's department store. It was right here in 1924 where the first Miracle March on 34th Street culminated. And it is wonderful to have come full circle, returning this year to this truly historic site. Balancing atop the old... With the wave of her training wand and the two magical words, Abby Cadabby, poof, the little gal herself appears out of thin air. At a svelte balloon weight of 683 pounds, Abby has enjoyed another high-flying season on Sesame Street, featuring her new CGI animated segment, Abby's Flying Fairy School.
Abby Cadabby Poof is 3 words, isn't it?
Well,
Never
Abby
mind.
yeah.
Okay. Abby is an inquisitive 3-year-old fairy in training who's still learning magic, and with the help of friends and viewers at home, she's also learning how to solve life's various dilemmas. Abby sails above us all in soaring celebration of Sesame Street's 40th anniversary.
Wow, it has been 40 years. As Abby would say, that's so magic. All right, Matt, are you ready to catch some Pokemon?
Yep.
Floating by is the big Pokeball balloon, followed closely by one of our favorite Pokemon, our old friend Pikachu.
Gesundheit.
Hey. This popular Pokemon character, nothing to sneeze at. Pikachu is the most recognizable of the more than 490 creatures from the Pokemon brand. An electric-type Pokemon, Pikachu can store electricity in its cheeks and release it during battle.
Peek carefully and you can see Pikachu's red cheeks light up. Pikachu has taken its place in pop culture, starring in video games, trading cards, and of course animation.
From the tiny town of Columbia, Kentucky, come one. From DreamWorks Animation, from the depths of his own swamp, we are graced by the very large presence of Shrek. He's burly, he's strong, he's got a lot of green going on. But don't be afraid, everyone's favorite ogre is really quite kind and brave.
The #1 animated franchise of all time continues in theaters this coming May with the film release of Shrek Forever After. The movie will take 1 million man-hours to animate, but like all movie stars, Shrek's biggest dream was to prove his acting chops on Broadway. Good news, Shrek the Musical plays on Broadway through the end of the year before starting a national tour in 2010. The Castle of Dreams.
Enjoying the drive down Parade Lane is the world's most famous clown, Ronald McDonald, and his ride-along pals, the McKids. A friend to kids and families all around the world, Ronald always brings a smile to everybody's face.
Skating through the air with the greatest of cheese is America's favorite balloon clown, Ronald McDonald. 76 feet long, wearing the world's largest pair of ice skates. Airship Ronald is one of the biggest balloons in the parade, bringing big joy to kids and families around the world. Is no joking matter for Ronald. As the official face of the nonprofit Ronald McDonald House Charities, Ronald is dedicated to the overall well-being of children everywhere.
And on this day of Thanksgiving, we give thanks to McDonald's for providing a home away from home for millions of families in over 30 countries. Soaking up the sights and sounds and celebrating its 10th anniversary is that wholly optimistic sea creature, the one, the only SpongeBob SquarePants. From his home in a pineapple under the sea, this waterlogged star continues to entertain kids as well as adults above the 7 seas.
Do it again.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Hey, Patrick!
SpongeBob was created by Steve Hillenburg, a former marine biologist who fashioned his character after a simple, square sink sponge. Nickelodeon proudly presents this savvy sponge for millions of fans to see today.
Still to come, Jimmy Fallon sings, Snoopy flies, and country music star Billy Currington performs. All for Macy's 83rd Thanksgiving Day Parade, live on NBC.
You know, it's ironic. Mickey Mouse made his movie debut in Steamboat Willie just up the road on Broadway at the Old Colony Theater. That was 81 years ago this month. Well, this morning here on 34th Street, Walt Disney's ageless creation joins us as Sailor Mickey, courtesy of Disney Cruise Lines. You thought you were a big anchor.
Exactly, he's the biggest. Sailing through the sky at 608 pounds, Sailor Mickey is practicing to lift anchor on Disney's newest ship called Disney Dream. It's scheduled to set sail in early 2011.
This 128,000-ton luxury vessel will feature all the great things guests love about Disney's current ships, plus the first ever water coaster that is called the Aqueduct.
Coming up, the Buzz Lightyear balloon and the big guy himself, Santa Claus, all here live on NBC.
Get the feeling we should have had for breakfast what he had for breakfast.
I'm telling you.
Snooping around for a landing strip is Snoopy the Flying Ace, created by Charles Schulz and presented by United Feature Syndicate. Snoopy, the immensely popular cartoon beagle from Peanuts and loyal pet to Charlie Brown, turns 60 next year, or 420 in dog years.
Well, once he dons his goggles, his red scarf around his neck, pops on his aviator hat, and straps on those binoculars, Snoopy owns the skies.
Snoopy the balloon weighs as much as 450 Thanksgiving dinners with all the trimmings.
Good old Charlie Brown, and that was very cool. Jetpacking between the buildings and beyond zooms Buzz Lightyear, the popular and fearless space ranger from the Disney Pixar Toy Story movies. Buzz Lightyear is here to announce that his newest film adventure isn't light years away. but will land in theaters this coming summer.
Toy Story 3, a brand new funny 3D movie in which Buzz, Woody, and the whole gang of Andy's childhood toys realize that their owner has grown up and is heading off to college.
Oh no, what will become of Andy's toys? Don't worry, the buzz is that no toy gets left behind. Parading by is the NYPD. Grab your backpack and check your map, because here comes the Latino heroine, Dora the Explorer. Dora is the most watched preschool show on commercial television, and next year she's going to celebrate her 10th anniversary on Nickelodeon. Dora continues to encourage and inspire kids to explore the world around them and to believe that, yes, they can do it by themselves.
Where's Boots? During each adventure, bilingual Dora helps kids learn a little Spanish, which is pretty fantastico.
And in its 30th year, Nickelodeon continues to educate and entertain children all around the world. Here are the
Now, here is an elephant in the room that we do want to talk about. Say good morning to Horton, the lovable star of the worldwide box office and DVD smash, Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Who.
This airborne pachyderm packs 555 pounds and is as long as 1,600 peanuts laid end to end. Having traveled from the lush jungle of Newell to the asphalt jungle of Fun City, Horton and his friends, the Who's, want you to know that thanks to 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment, you've got the entertainment to enjoy the celebrated movie Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Who in your own home on Blu-ray.
Greetings from American Greetings Corps.
Say hello to super cute Hello Kitty, who is gliding above the treetops in the Big Apple. Speaking of apples, the real Hello Kitty weighs the same as 3 apples.
But in giant balloon life, it would take over 3 million apples to fill this super cute inflatable. What began in Japan as a little logo on a coin purse ballooned into a global Hello Kitty phenomenon. In fact, this year marks Hello Kitty's 35th anniversary.
With her bright yellow cape and her signature red bow, it is impossible to resist her cuteness. Hello Kitty, represented by Sanrio, makes a smile as she floats through the air.
Coming up, gather the family because Santa Claus is coming to town. Right here on 34th Street, live on NBC.
Running down 34th Street at a cruising altitude of 50 feet is the much-beloved character Smurf. The Smurfs are famous around the globe, but are best known in the U.S. for appearing in the animated series that ran for 9 consecutive years in the 1980s on NBC. The Smurfs continue to entertain kids around the world as the series is still broadcast today.
The little blue characters are described as being only 3 apples high, though Balloon Smurf is actually 5 stories tall. Sony Pictures Animation has announced the production of a new movie called The Smurfs, scheduled for release in 2011.
There is Papa Smurf and Smurfette. With his baker's hat in place, signature scarf neatly tied, bright blue eyes, and oh so squishy tummy, the Doughboy rises above 34th Street as we welcome the Pillsbury Doughboy balloon to the parade for the very first time. For nearly 50 years, this fun-loving character has helped moms in the kitchen.
If a giant balloon finger gently poked the Doughboy's stomach, he would respond by rubbing his belly and emitting a warm, a world-famous chuckle that's made the little guy an international icon.
With a volume of 12,280 cubic feet, you could fill the Doughboy balloon with over 3 million cookies, crescent, and sweet rolls. Of course, then he wouldn't fly very high. From Ohio, here is the Picker.